Hey, Gotham Geek Girl here with Wizastudios covering the Tribeca Gaming Festival 2018. We're doing a partnership together and it's going to be called Geek Peek, so keep a lookout for that. Tribeca Games celebrates the artistic and technical achievement in video games with exclusive demos, in-depth discussions, and a citywide battle of the Burrows tournament. Right now we're covering Reimagining God of War, the inside story of the new God of War game that recently came out. We're joined by Santa Monica Studio and creative director Cory Barlog, moderated by Chelsea Stark, who's the managing editor of Polygon. Also joined by the cast, Chris Judge, who plays Kratos, Jeremy Davies, the stranger Baldur, and Daniel Basutti, Freya.
I heard you did not think that this was a video game when you read the script. Tell me about that. Tell us.
Well, let's be serious. There's only one thing that people want me to say, and that's boy.
Twitch chat is going crazy.
Yeah, that is in fact very true. I read this phenomenal piece, and I was convinced that it was like a big movie, and why would I be going to read for that?
The script was codenamed Clickbait.
Yeah. And so I was really surprised when I was told it was a video game, because I'd never seen this, and not just in the video game format, just this writing. The script was just something that you rarely, if ever, come across. The depth of emotion, the breadth of it.
That's so sweet, sir.
And true, and very true. It truly, it was such a moving piece that it just never dawned on me that it was for a video game.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at a clip of Kratos in action, and also see some of the first screen test. It's your callback. Yeah. Ready? Let's roll it.
Why would I leave you?
You have seen who I am. And when you lose control and the rage takes over, that is me in your blood. Eating away at any goodness your mother may have passed on. I can no longer pretend to be something I am not. I am not a man. I'm a murderer and a liar. And no matter how hard I try, I cannot change it. I am everything I never wanted you to be.
Oh shit, no wonder you cast me.
Can you both walk us through kind of what was going on in that clip and the direction that he was given?
Yeah, so that was actually an early draft when we were having him admit a lot more to Atreus than he ended up in the final game. That actually is Jackie Schreiber reading alongside you with our casting, and I don't think I was even at that.
Yeah, I believe that was my second time.
Yeah, that was the second time in, and they wouldn't let me anywhere near you. I think contracts, I'm a father, I don't know, it was something. So I just said little notes, post-it notes, do it better.
Well, I've got actually a whole binder full of those, do it better.
Right. Everyone's wanting to post a note that says boy.
With 6 eyes.
Please say it louder with more boy.
Boy! So yeah, what were you thinking? What was going through your head then?
Well, first of all, when it was my son who actually said, Dad, this is not war. I think this is not war. And
I thought we were so clever.
I was dumbfounded. So I purposely didn't go back and watch TC's performance because I thought that if you were going to recast, that you were probably going for something new, a different direction with it. So, and I didn't want to be overwhelmed by what I've heard it now, by the beauty that is his voice. I owe a great debt of gratitude to this wonderful foundation that he set up as Kratos. But so I didn't look at that point. I hadn't looked at anything that he had done.
Like, after this game is out, have you changed the way you talk to them, even if they're grown men now?
Well, the change has slowly been happening, but the thing that was never there was I had never apologized to them. I had never I had never taken the opportunity to say how much I have missed that, not being there for that part of their lives. But I have since. And it was through doing this game to say, if I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't have made a lot of the choices that I made. This is, that part of their lives is just never get it back. And I know that sounds cliche, but when your kids are in their 20s and out of the house and all that, you really wish you had those moments to look back on. So, on a serious note,
I think I want to now talk to Danielle and talk about, because you also had this wonderful relationship with Sonny, and Freya has a very interesting relationship with him too. Tell me about your first introduction to Freya.
My first introduction to Freya. Well, I too was not aware that it was a video game. I thought it was.
What did you think it was?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I was doing my best Lady Stark / Khaleesi, Mother of Dragons. Clearly, this is some secret that I fell into. And look, I mean, I felt like my whole life led up to having the honor to play the goddess Freya. Grew up, interestingly enough, like there was the Holy Trinity in my house. It was the Bible, Star Wars, and pasta, because we're Italian. And we were video gamers, but like my prowess ended around Super Mario Brothers. So I didn't really understand the depths of this world from the technical standpoint, and just from the incredible imagination that goes into these worlds. But I was already sort of living in those worlds with like my love for Labyrinth and Clash of the Titans and all of these films, like great fantasy films that I grew up in, just wanting to be like on the dog, like Atreyu, call my name, like just imagining one day that I could be this goddess. And so you enter story. Okay, so having lost Baldur, so not obviously, but being married to Odin to sort of bring peace amongst the Vanir and Aesir.
No, look at that.
Did it. Nailed it. I was like,
studying for that one.
Aesir doesn't sound quite as good as Aesir.
It sounds negative.
I was bringing myself over to the Aesir to bring peace, so as
piece of Aesir.
I gave up a big piece of my Aesir, yeah, I did. And very much in a sort of feminine, using the feminine power and the strengths of femininity through marriage, through sex, through motherhood, through love, through bringing this peace amongst the people, and of course, having the biggest and the best prize of my life, Baldur, and then sort of Odin turning on me and using the magic against, and then going back to my people and being banished to Midgard, and sort of this betrayal. And
be careful what you wish for.
Because you had an extremely emotional character in the villain of the story, Baldur. And I want to talk about how did you channel that character and bring yourself to that emotional level?
Sure. I feel compelled to begin, if you don't mind, by saying it's a true honor to belong up here with you guys. And in part because I remain unconvinced, at least in the sense of Baldur, that it's not too late to recast. So be really careful. I also want to apologize too. If it's not self-evident already, I'm this phenomenon, the art of self-promotion. I'm kind of bankrupt of skills, but I really, really wanted to come and do this in spite of my shyness and reluctance in terms of media and press, because of that reason, because I'm honored to belong, and because I wanted the opportunity. Moments online, a professional moment, but also made it an homage to his son. It says everything about this gentleman.
You were a fatherly energy, yeah, and you were there with us, sort of shepherding us. Even I know there was a sort of a moment for me where I really felt like I got grounded into Freya, really finding her. It was a little bit of exploring at first, and then you guys had mentioned that character, and I was telling them that Han Solo came to me in this dream, and he was like really upset. He was like,
totally true.
Because they were mentioning like put a little more Han Solo in it. I was like, what? And then he came in this dream, and like the next day it was like I came, and I just wanted to, alongside of them, say thank you for your guidance in a way that was so open-hearted and patient, and this sort of unfurling that we all did together.
Do you think what you've all done has changed and made a mark on gaming? Would you all do video games again?
Yeah.
Cory Barlog games.
Yeah, at this level.
If God willing, there's no one of these here.
I don't know if I should throw this in. I feel like I'm talking too much already, but all apologies once again. For what it's worth, to your question, as I said, I wanted to get in this business for the longest time. As it happens, I was telling Cory this, my cousin happens to be Scott Lynch, who's the COO of Valve. He's one of the founders of Valve. You know, I'm so proud of him too, but I've just never ever, and we have this sort of, I think, non-verbal agreement not to, you know, for years I've been wanting to do this, but I was too afraid to ask Scott if I could, you know, have a job with him to take part in it, because I didn't want to come anywhere near nepotism. I'm sure he didn't either. He's the greatest guy, but to have fun, I felt like I kind of had to go and earn it. I'm not sure I did quite yet, but hopefully one day. I'm hoping to introduce Cory to Scott, but.
You hide out here in the woods like a coward.
Thanks for watching. Keep a lookout for our stuff upcoming from Geek Peek. Gotham Geek Girl out. Make sure to like, comment, and share. And we just covered God of War. Geek Girl here with Wizastudios. Called Geek Peek. Gotham Geek Girl here covering God of War at the Tribeca Film Festival.
Perfect.
All right.